Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. If you've ever looked at an algebra problem and thought, what are all these letters doing in my math? Then you're in the right place. Today, we're kicking off a brand new series, Algebra for Beginners, and this is part 1. We're going to demystify algebra, starting with the absolute basics. By the end of this video, you'll be solving simple equations like a pro. So grab a notebook, a pencil, and let's get started on this math adventure together. First things first, what even is algebra? Think of it as a puzzle. In arithmetic, we work with numbers we know, like 2 plus 2 equals 4. In algebra, we introduce a mystery element, usually represented by a letter like X or Y. This letter is called a variable, and our job is to figure out its value. It's like being a detective. The fundamental rule is to keep the equation balanced. Imagine a seesaw. If you have the same weight on both sides, it's perfectly level. That's our goal with an equation. Whatever we do to one side, we must do the exact same thing to the other side to keep it balanced. Let's look at our first problem. Imagine you have a box of cookies. Your friend gives you 3 more cookies, and now you have a total of 8 cookies. How many were in the box to begin with? We can write this as an algebra equation. Let x be the number of cookies in the box. So x plus 3 equals 8. Our mission is to find out what x is. We want to get x all by itself on one side of the equation. Right now, it has a plus 3 next to it. To get rid of that, we need to do the opposite of adding 3, which is subtracting 3. Remember our balance rule? If we subtract 3 from the left side, we must also subtract 3 from the right side. So, on the left, x plus 3 minus 3 just leaves us with x. On the right, 8 minus 3 is 5. So, x equals 5. You started with 5 cookies in the box. See? Not so scary, right? Let's try another one, this time with subtraction. How much did you start with? Let's use a y for our starting amount of money. On the right to plus 5 is 17. So y equals 17. You had $17 in your wallet before you bought that coffee. You're already solving equations involving addition and subtraction. Give yourself a pat on the back. Now, let's level up slightly and introduce multiplication. Let's say you buy 4 identical notebooks and the total cost is $20. How much did each notebook cost? Let's use yung for the cost of one notebook. Since you bought 4 of them, the equation is 4 times n equals 20. In algebra, we often write this as just 4n equals 20. The 4n means 4 multiplied by n. To get n by itself, we need to do the opposite of multiplying by 4, which is dividing by 4. So we divide both sides by 4. On the left side, 4 north divided by 4 leaves just n. On the right side, 20 divided by 4 is 5. So n equals 5. Each notebook costs $5. Imagine you and your friends baked a bunch of brownies. You decide to divide them equally among 3 people, and each person gets 6 brownies. How many brownies did you bake in total? Let's let B represent the total number of brownies. Which is multiplying by 3. Let's multiply both sides by 3. On the right, 6 multiplied by 3 is 18. So, B equals 18. The key is always to identify the operation being done to the variable and then do the inverse operation to both sides. The opposite of addition is subtraction. The opposite of subtraction is addition. The opposite of multiplication is division. And the opposite of division is multiplication. It's all about isolating that x or y to find its secret value. Now, let's combine these ideas into what we call two-step equations. Don't worry, it's just one extra step. Let's look at this equation. 2x plus 5 equals 15. Here, our variable x is being multiplied by 2, and then 5 is being added. When we solve two-step equations, we generally want to undo the addition or subtraction first. Think of it like unwrapping a present. You take off the bow and ribbon before you open the box. The addition and subtraction are like the bow. So to undo the plus 5, we subtract 5 from both sides. On the left, 2x plus 5 minus 5 leaves us with 2x. On the right, 15 minus 5 is 10. Now our equation is 2x equals 10. This looks familiar, doesn't it? It's a one-step equation. Now we just undo the multiplication. We divide both sides by 2. 2x divided by 2 is x. 10 divided by 2 is 5. So x equals 5. And we can even check our work. Let's plug 5 back into the original equation. 2 times 5 is 10, and 10 plus 5 is 15. It matches. Our answer is correct. Let's try another two-step equation. How about y divided by 3 minus 4 equals 2? This looks a bit more complex, but the rules are the same. First, let's deal with the subtraction. The opposite of subtracting 4 is adding 4, so we add 4 to both sides. On the left, the minus 4 and plus 4 cancel out, leaving us with y divided by 3. On the right, 2 plus 4 equals 6. So now we have y divided by 3 equals 6. We're back to a simple one-step problem. To undo dividing by 3, we multiply both sides by 3. On the left, we get y. On the right, 6 times 3 is 18. So y equals 18. Let's check it. 18 divided by 3 is 6, and 6 minus 4 is 2. Perfect. It works. The key is to handle the addition or subtraction first, then the multiplication or division. Let's try one more example to really make sure it sticks. Let's say we have 30 minus 5x equals 10. Well, wait a minute. The variable term is being subtracted. No problem. Our goal is to isolate the term with x, which is 5x. On the left, 30 minus 30 is 0, so we are left with negative 5x. Be careful with that negative sign. It's part of the term. You have officially conquered one-step and two-step equations. That's a huge milestone in your algebra journey. The process is always the same. Identify what's happening to the variable and then undo those operations in the reverse order, making sure to do the same thing to both sides of the equation. It's a systematic process, a puzzle with clear rules. And the best part is, you can always check your answer by plugging it back into the original equation to see if it makes sense. So, what's next? Practice is key. The more of these problems you solve, the more natural it will become. You'll start to see the patterns and won't even have to think about the steps. In our next video, part 2 of this series, we'll dive into equations with variables on both sides, and we'll also tackle the distributive property. It's going to build directly on the skills you learned today. Thank you so much for joining me for part 1 of our beginner algebra series. I hope you're feeling more confident and a little less intimidated by those x's and y's. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss part 2. And if you have any questions, drop them in the comments below. I love hearing from you. Keep practicing, stay curious, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.